So, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, aka the Sahel Trio, are still very serious about walking out of the regional bloc, the Economic Community of West African States. They've told ECOWAS we're done, finished. January 29, 2025 is the date. But ECOWAS isn't giving up hope. The bloc is offering the junta-led states a 6-month grace period from January to July 2025 to rethink their decision. So why is everyone losing their minds over this exit? Analysts from the African Energy Council have broken this big question into 3 parts. So let's start from the very beginning. It all started with coups. Lots of coups. Between 2020 and 2023, Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger decided that democratic rule wasn't really their thing anymore. The military stepped in, saying they were here to save the day and fight jihadist insurgents. But what followed were sanctions, condemnations, and a throwing rift with their neighbors in ECOWAS. While the bloc waved its democratic flag and told these countries to restore civilian rule ASAP, the military juntas doubled down. They threw out French troops and cozied up to Russia instead. And just like that, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso formed their own clique, the Alliance of the Sahel States, AES. Now, ECOWAS has a big problem. If these 3 countries leave, it threatens everything the bloc stands for. First, freedom of movement. Over 400 million people rely on ECOWAS for border-free travel. If Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso split, are we back to stamping passports for weekend road trips to Niamey? Second, the economy. ECOWAS operates a common market. The trio leaving means fewer free partnerships and fractured economic growth. Third, regional security. With insurgency ravaging the Sahel, ECOWAS is trying to look like a stable uncle keeping the house in order. But if the Sahel states walk, regional collaboration against terrorism could crumble. The summit last weekend was supposed to fix this mess. ECOWAS essentially said, "Fine, you're leaving, but can we at least have 6 more months to talk?" Omar Taure, ECOWAS Commission President, added that mediators would try to bring the 3 member countries back without prejudice. Meanwhile, the junta-led states doubled down on their defiance. On Saturday, they declared that ECOWAS citizens will remain visa-free in their territories post-exit. Now the question is, what's really at stake? This exit is not just about politics, it's about power, influence, and the shifting alliances in West Africa. The Russia factor. Since booting France, these countries have grown close to Russia. Anti-Western sentiments. For years, citizens in the Sahel have felt ignored, exploited, or sidelined by the West, especially France. The juntas are tapping into that anger, presenting themselves as defenders of national sovereignty. The domino effect. If Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso succeed in ditching ECOWAS without major consequences, who's next? Guinea? Chad? Suddenly unity starts looking optional. ECOWAS knows this, and that's why they are scrambling. If these countries leave, it will be the biggest shakeup in the bloc's 50-year history. So, here we are. ECOWAS has 6 months to convince Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to stay. Will it work? Let's just say the odds are looking very slim. The Sahel Trio has already moved on emotionally, economically, and militarily. Their bond with Russia is growing, and ECOWAS seems like that X still holding on to hope. But this breakup affects all of West Africa. Will other nations follow suit? Will ECOWAS evolve, adapt, or slowly fracture under pressure? Only time will tell. What do you think about this regional breakup? Is ECOWAS fighting a losing battle? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe for more sharp, critical takes on Africa's biggest stories. See you in the next one.